Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina. Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack. And the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. It's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Try a first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Leads it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive,
a shot toward the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Iowa State. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. on the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback will audible. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. At the 35, he's open. Nothing but green ahead. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. To the air, it's Bailey. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
He wants to pass it on second down. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Snap it to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Leaves it with the back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. The throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick. Onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
To throw, it's Beck. Using the quick game. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, 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 we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think can play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. NC State going up tempo. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down. They're bringing heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He leaves it with his back. He breaks the tackle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Line is set on third down. They'll They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Concepcion. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. NC State quick to the line.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. He makes the connection. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They want to run it left here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He'll pull it on the read. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Feeling some heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On third down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab down the left side. He's loose. The 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds his man, and they convert. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first...
Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Using his feet to buy time. Firing to the right, complete. And he's dragged down. NC State going up tempo. Snap from the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He wants to throw it again. He slings it deep to the left. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna let it fly. Goes for the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Iowa State.
How about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this. He's loose down the left side. Running through contact. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. To the air, it's back. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to the ground. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. NC State quick to the line. On third down, going up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rogers. Oh, look out. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, NC State.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They want to throw it. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this...
And they got him for the sack. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. The corners are walked up tight. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Did they lose track of the downs? The punt team is on the field and it's third down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll go back to the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
On the move and looking deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this, a running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
Easy go for two does not work out. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time for me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more